Hey guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play of LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. Last time we did the free play mode for Battle over Coruscant and Chancellor in Peril. Now it is time we start getting to the big levels. But first, we have the General Grievous level to do, and I decided, since I've just got a few new characters, I may as well just show them off a little bit, although I think I only do that in this one level. So I have Kit Fisto, and then I immediately switch to Anakin because Grievous can't see Anakin. Therefore, is the better character. So in this level, it doesn't take much to search for the Minikits. One has been relocated. One has, well, two of them have been relocated in the most minor of ways. So, because this level, it's a lot like the Count Dooku level. There's really... The Minikits are all so close to each other because it's just a small little battle arena. It's not like later on in LEGO Star Wars 2 where the boss levels became a bit more expanded. They're much more like actual levels. Which Darth Maul was, but Count Dooku and Darth Vader kind of is, but Count Dooku and General Grievous, not so much. Right there. They're very basic, short, small little battle arenas. But I guess they had to put some sort of exploration thing in there. And away I go. So luckily General Grievous, he's very patient. He just waits for us as I dawdle around trying to grab absolutely everything. And because this was like a new recording session and everything, I sort of did go a bit... I sort of did forget a bit. It's like, oh wait. I'm trying to just showcase where the Minikits are. I shouldn't be collecting every single stud, which for a good portion of the next level, I do. And that's why this video is 25 minutes long, and that's when it's sped up. But yeah, there would be two Minikits on those platforms I just made in LEGO Star Wars 1. You need one you can get with regular double jumps. The other did require a high jump character. Here there's only one. The other has been relocated, but we will be getting to that shortly. And there is one section that's seen a minor change, and that's the one that was moved. Still requires a high jump character to get to though. And then the other one is very clearly over there. It's a very simple level, this one. You really shouldn't have a hard time finding the Minikits, except for the last one, due to one change that they made. And we did see that in the story mode playthrough, because you can't avoid it. You're going to see it. And this area, it is slightly different. I don't know, I seem to have caused a bit of a chain reaction there. It's like a load of bombs all blew up at once. I don't know how, but they all did. Well, not all of them. I blew up about half of them though. I don't know why. I guess they were all so close to each other there that they just... One exploded, it blew up the rest. So for this Minikit, and this is a new one, you have to blow up all of these bombs. I believe these bombs were here in the original level, but they didn't actually do anything bar give you studs. But now they're used to actually give you a Minikit, and that's because the Minikit that initially required you to lower all of these is now a power brick. But they didn't have anywhere new to put the Minikit, so I guess they just decided, you know what, let's actually give a bit more of a purpose to these bombs, and I'm okay with that. You know, it makes sense. Give something that was just there for studs and to either blow up to get studs or avoid to not lose studs. You give it a bit more purpose. This one's a bit of an awkward one to jump into. First thing you got to do is shoot it, which sadly Ewok can't quite do. So you shoot it and then you jump up into it. And don't use the buzz droid. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Or Grievous, because he's a bit on the big side. But I did do it. Oh, and that's where I just randomly fell down. And there we go. 9 out of 10, we can't get to the last one until we progress through the boss fight enough. And there's me failing to jump. And here's me succeeding the jump. And there's Grievous, not paying any attention to me. Although he somehow knows when you're attacking him with your lightsaber. I don't get it. You see, you clearly hit him, but his health never goes down. Why not just give him a few extra hearts? Did the budget not allowed for anything over 10? Because I could have sworn there were boss fights where enemies have more health, but maybe that was Lego Star Wars 2. And that's how you get the last one. I believe that one is there in Lego Star Wars 1, but it's always there. Like, you can always see it, because you can actually move that container before Grievous jumps up there. What I don't remember is whether or not it actually gets you stuck, and maybe that's why they made the change, or if it was just you can do it, and then Grievous just randomly gets hurt when he goes up there later on, because we've seen that in other levels. That does happen. I forget which level it was now. Oh, this was the Rancor. So it was Lego Star Wars 2 where that happened, but I don't remember. It might get you stuck. I don't remember. So that's that mini kit. It's a very simple level. We're only now building a Jedi Starfighter, and weirdly it's Anakin's, not Obi-Wan's. You know, the companion for this level is Commander Cody, which makes sense. I want to know what the name of the astromech droid that Obi-Wan had when he visited Utapau was. Because we saw R4 get destroyed by the Buzz droid at the beginning of the film, and then he has this golden astromech droid. But we're never told who it is. We just very briefly see it. And we never see what happens to it either. It's like, did it live? Was it destroyed? Did it become property of the Empire? It's partially gold. Was it repainted to become R2-Q5? Did they paint it black? And so I decided, screw it, I'm going to use Anakin. Especially for this level. It's Revenge of the Sith big boy. Although I do spend quite a long time in the next level as well. It's Defense of Kashyyyk. And once again, the frame rate drops in this area. And I don't know why, because this is... Why does the frame rate drop here? It's exactly the same as it looked like in Lego Star Wars 2, which was released like 2 years earlier on weaker hardware. But the Wii apparently can't process all of this. I'm guessing the HD version doesn't have these frame drops, but I don't know why it's like it on the Wii. It's just a bit green. Look at this. This is not exactly a lot going on screen here. Sonic Colors can do better than this. You know, and Sonic Colors only ever really drops frames when you're using the drill. Other than that, its frame rate is fine. I mean, it only goes at 30 compared to this at 60, but still, it's fine. Well, you know, if we want to go for something a bit closer to the release date that does run at 60 and looks a hell of a lot better than this, Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy, that game only ever drops in frames when you're using bob-ombs and like those really annoying missions where you have to destroy all the rubbish on the planets. That's the only time in that game that the frame rate ever drops. But for some reason, in something very slightly greener compared to the original here, it's going to cause frame rate drops in this area. Thankfully, it's only really in that beginning area, so you don't need to worry about it anywhere else. This is a lot more satisfying to blow up in LEGO Star Wars 1 because you can just destroy it all at once. It was a lot more satisfying to do. You know, you're creating massive explosions and you can just do it all at once. That's satisfying. It's like breaking a load of boxes in Crash Bandicoot. This guy unfortunately does get away because you can't damage him until this is activated. So he's now going to go along and do a whole loop of the level. But this is where this is the level where I forget. Right, Jack, you should just be going through the level. Forget the studs. You've got a multiplier by 4 and you're at like, you're at like 4 million studs. You're gonna be okay. But nope, I literally do try to break everything. I have to do all of this. Eventually I decided, you know, I'm just going to speed this up. So this is what I've done. There are going to be a few times where I hit the fast forward in this video. Where it's just me. I either dawdle around or there's a few moments where I miss one of the objects that you need to grab the minikit, so I have to backtrack a bit. So I just briefly fast forward through all of that. But other than that, yeah, I spent a lot longer in this level than is necessary, and what I can't remember is whether or not I actually did that in Ruin of the Jedi. There, we finally got it. Unfortunately, that didn't count. Even though I swung at him, that didn't count. He's still alive. Nobody wonders why there's an astromech droid up here. It's weird how the astromech droids, or the protocol droids, just get ignored. Like, that never happens in the film. They see them, and then they're wondering, why are they there? I mean, in Lego Star, it even happens in like Lego in Lego Star Wars 2 in Lego Star Wars 2's level, in Mos Eisley Spaceport. Aren't they looking for 3PO and R2 and they just ignore them? I'm pretty sure they didn't say these are not the droids you're looking for on every single stormtrooper. I'm pretty sure they did it to just one. Yet they'll completely ignore the droids. They'll just attack the others. I mean, I guess in the end they're trying to get the plans back. Maybe they don't want to destroy R2? I don't know. I remember when I said I missed one in Chancellor in Peril. This happened here too. I went up there and then somehow I didn't hover over to the second platform. I don't know why, but I didn't. So I had to backtrack all the way through one of Lego Star Wars 1's longest levels to get to that. That was not fun. Boba Fett, you are so slow as a kid here. It's weird, I actually do have adult Boba Fett and young Boba Fett. I never actually thought of that when I was playing it. I got young Boba Fett and adult Boba Fett. But you never need a small character in this level anyway, so that's probably why I didn't think about it. But, yeah, so you just got it. And we do now have this character. Like, I bought him, like, at the end of the last part. Tarful is a character that you do unlock. In fact, it's my second character at the moment. You do play as him in Defense of Kashyyyk. You start with just Yoda and Chewie, and then once you're done with the treetop section, he's automatically with you. He's just known as Wookiee, I guess, because the film hadn't come out yet. They couldn't use the name. I don't know. They could use every other name. But he was with you. He was just called Wookiee, but he's not with you in this game, and I don't know why. But we don't get to keep him. We actually have to buy him in the complete saga. Not that he controls any differently to Chewie. He's exactly the same. Pretty sure he can rip out the arms of stormtroopers as well. If you try to use the slap ability. I never thought we would ever actually get a depiction of that. After something that Hans says, but no, it's a good thing they're made of Lego, so nobody minds. It's unusual for the stormtroopers to come down here. So now we head to my least favorite area, the beach, which thankfully is so much more tolerable in the complete saga because I have a ghost character, which means that no one can see me. I hate this section in Lego Star Wars 1. I have to get the invincibility before I come here because I die so many times. I lose so many studs. And in Lego Star Wars 1, losing studs is not something you want to do. I do build this thing. Even though I never ride it, I have no reason to ride it, I do feel the need to build it because I feel the need to do everything at the moment. No kidding, I do try and raise every single one of these plants. Mainly because I don't remember whereabouts the items are that I need for the Minikits. That's part of the reason, it's not the entire reason. Yeah, and now the clones can just hijack that thing. It's like, not only did I completely miss the first one of these, they look like clovers. Well, no, they got leaves are on stalk. I don't know, but I'm gonna call them clovers, and then I completely missed the first one. It's right at the start of the beach, and not only that, but right above it is another Minikit. So this is where I'm like, okay, I could have sworn I missed a carrot because that's what we're raising. Underneath some of these clovers, there are carrots. All you gotta do is just pull them out of the ground using the force. Once that's... And there's a total of 3. One of them I think is just up here, and then the other is at the end of the level. Unfortunately, the stormtroopers do get in the way. Like that. The stormtroopers and the droids. I still don't get why Palpatine decides to shut down all the droids. It's just a bigger army, isn't it? Why would you shut them down? There's one carrot. And this is where I was like, you know, I could have sworn I've missed one. They all get away. I mean, this is a good level when you get the character studs. You can get quite a few of them here. So you need a high jumper, and then you need a hover character. Actually, that one. And those guys will keep coming to... those guys will hunt you down. But the moment you transform, they will come down to hunt you. I'm not sure how far down they go, because I don't think they go down this far. Build the bridge. This bridge that they shot down, I guess they didn't want to go any further into the jungle, despite the fact that the troops were... I mean, they're already going into the jungle anyway, so why bother with the bridge? Maybe it was the Wookiees, I don't know. No, really, this is the last, the second carrot. This would be the last carrot. And that's when I realised, oh, I missed one. Oh wait, I know where it is. So I go all the... So here we go. Back at the start of the level, and this is also when I realised, oh wait, big rock, that's where the minikit is. So there's our final carrot. We're going to go all the way back over there now. Well, we have to anyway. But yeah. And yeah, it wasn't until after I saw it that I was like, oh wait, minikit up there. This one's kind of awkward. You need the high jump character, but you can still slide off the rock quite easily. Speed it up again. Yeah, you do need the... that one's kind of awkward to get to. I have just slid off the... I think slid's a word. I just slid off the rock several times. And here we go from daytime to nighttime. And again, you can go back and it will be daytime again. I don't bother with that here. This is one of the areas that I was at the absolute worst when it comes to collecting absolutely every object. Here and in the next area. It's not until towards the end of the level that I'm like, okay, I should probably stop. I think that minikit's new. I don't think that one was there. I think where the power brick was, I think that was a minikit in LEGO Star Wars 1, so that might be why. So that's because I'm pretty sure that minikit wasn't there in LEGO Star Wars 1. This could be a good place to get your character stud grinding. Here's something I don't get. I break all of them. How did he survive? Like what did I do differently with that one? How did he survive? Yeah, I grab every single one of these. Why did I feel the need to do that? I even built this thing. It doesn't give me any studs. I go for the platform. I go for all the studs on foot. There we go. And then there's this sunken fighter in it. This one's a bit awkward to jump on because you need to use the force to raise it up and then switch to a high jumping character. But the moment you stop using the force on it, it begins to fall down. And so, you know, it does hover. It hovers there for a short time, but then within that time, you need to switch to the high jumping character. And for some reason, I had a very awkward time just trying to sit on the rock. And then I kept getting stuck on the rock. I probably should have sped this bit of footage up as well. Grievous, what was that? Was that like it was super excited there? It's like he jumped for joy. Like, yes! Here I go again. I don't think I sped this part up. No, I didn't speed this part up. Luckily, there's not too much here. think I got the stud magnet. We'll be here even longer as I try and collect every single stud. Alright. This is the last one. This is the last time that I fast forward because I go after everything. It's also the longest. So let's just... Come on. I take out the stormtroopers first and that's when I start speeding up. The stormtroopers and the muscle droids. Including you. There we go. There's nothing on that platform. It leads you to some studs, I believe. But because I had the stud magnet, I didn't really need it. Is this where I finally... Yay! This is where I finally stop. For the most part. So you need a dark side character to get past this one, although they're more than likely to end up trying getting the clovers first, because they do get in my way. This is where I finally stopped. And then I jump off. I don't know why. Why did I not switch to Boba Fett or R4? This is, I do wander around a little bit. It's like, do I get it? Do I not get it? I do get these ones. I do break these ones. This is mainly just because I was trying to get out of the view. I was trying to switch to Anakin as a ghost so I couldn't be seen by the stormtrooper and the walker. You know, they're right there, so I may as well go. No, no, miss, ignore them. Ignore those as well. I do break a few of these. I don't think I actually raised any... No, I think I raised one. Yeah, I get one. That's it, though. And then the rest, and then these ones over here, you have to get. This is it. This is where I stop trying to get absolutely everything. Jump up here, and now the boulders are a complete non-issue. You can just pass right through them. Again, this place did look better in LEGO Star Wars 1. It was a lot more brown and swamp-like, whereas everything here is just a bland greyish colour. And the boulders didn't keep falling down when she got to this section in LEGO Star Wars 1. That's annoying and cheap. And I don't know why they changed it here. Although they're not falling anymore. Why did that happen in the story mode and not here? Now all we need to worry about is just finishing the level. There is one more mini kit and it's right at the end. Again, this is quite an awkward mini kit because you do need to raise the escape pod. This conveniently placed escape pod. You know, why is this escape pod here? Are we ever informed why this escape pod was here? Did the Wookiees or Yoda send out a distress signal? I can't remember. Otherwise, that's 68,000 plot holes right there. Since that's how it works. So you rather awkwardly need a high jumping character to jump onto this. Unfortunately, Grievous's large size probably means he isn't the best character to do this with. Unfortunately, it's the one the game gave me. And there we go, that's all 10. So now we can just proceed through the level like normal. Sorry guys, I'm away. We are not using those. Basically, it makes a larger blast radius for your thermal detonators, which means you are almost certainly going to get hit by your blast radius from your thermal detonator. I mean, you can run away, but if it's in a more confined space, it's a bit harder to do. Or if you're like me and you keep accidentally pressing the button when you're surrounded by enemies, so it hits the enemy that's right in front of you. You don't even need the super one for that. What did I pick up in the last level? I can't remember now. I picked up something, I can't remember what the power brick was in the last level. But anyway, that's the end of this longer than necessary part. So next up, it's another level I didn't get the True Jedi in, so naturally I get it within a few minutes, if not a few seconds. Thank you, score multipliers. And that is Ruin of the Jedi. And we have Darth Vader. So I will see you guys then.